Wednesday Night Baseball now from American Family Field in Milwaukee. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Diego Padres and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball next on the show. Eric Lauer, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Ivan Castillo is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Favorable call in there for a strike. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Taylor has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
Next up is Luis Camposano as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, D-Row, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And that's in there, 2-1. Hit down the third baseline. Beautiful diving stop to second for 1. Just late. He's safe.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Throw over to first, back in standing. From the stretch, he squares it up and hits a bolt to left center, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And the run will score as the Padres are on the board first. It's 1-0.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the party going with a double here. Going to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
In now, Tommy Pham. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His prior history in this matchup, he's gone 2 for 5. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Padres pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at American Family Field, and the Friars are off to an early 1-0 lead. Blake Snell is on the mound for the Padres in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
And stepping in, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Colton.
Now here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here for Colton Wong. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Brewers have come back to tie things at 1.
Not a great way to start on the road as a pitcher. Give up a bomb to the leadoff hitter.
Stepping in now, Tim Lopes. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging.
When a hitter is showing he's unable to resist those inside pitches, you just might as well keep going in there and hope he keeps chasing. Those weren't strikes, but he wanted to hit them anyway.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ona is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting third.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 1 for 3. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Daniel Vogelback's next, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. The 1-0.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Vogelback behind, ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knots things up. We'll head to the top of the second, all even at 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway, and standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Pitch on the way.
1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning. And it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
The 3-0 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice, hard single on a 3-0 count.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Gonna be a tough play. One there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. He's set and the pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Behind 0-2 now. Grisham, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he's safe.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Blake Snell.
At the plate now, Blake Snell, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. And he fouls this one off. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Comes set, the 0-1. 1-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
And it's fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the two first with one swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Into the box, Luis Camposano, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Twos all over the place, 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's set. The 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second, as this is now a 3-1 ball game. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
First pitch on its way.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
The 1-0 home. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time, as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Now the 2-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 5 and the Brewers 1. So here is Avisail Garcia, batting 300 for the series, 3 for 10.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this. That's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Snell is currently 3rd in All-Star fan voting among starting pitchers, so he's hopeful at least to get an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic. So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
At the plate, Tyrone Taylor. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Behind 0-2 now.
おまけにテレポーテーションを体験してもらうとか言い出すからね。
0-2. He misses with a fastball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
To the plate now, Manny Pena. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
あれもすごいんですよね、なんか。あの島自体がなんか、時空が歪んでるとかわけのわからんこと言ってますからね。
Fouled away.
で、おまけに家どこですねって聞いても、いや、家の場所がわからんとかね。島民全員聞いても、いや、場所は知らんとか言って。名前は知ってるけど、場所は知らんとか言って。家が見えないんですよとか言って。見える人は見えるけど、ほとんどの人が家に見えへんとか言って。どういうことやねんっていう。西成が閉まり。あちゃ。沖志島って言ってましたね。日にちもおかしいですよ。8月13とか14って言ってるのに、いや8月7日やとか言ってね。
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be
時空
interesting
が
to see
歪
how
んで
long
ると
that
か言っ
man
て。
is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
でも製薬会社の研究所でウイルス作ってる言ってましたよ。
Into the windup and the pitch. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in time and the leadoff man is gone to start
ウイ
the
ルスを
third.
ばらまくんかとか言って、いやそれはせえへんとか言って。
So one gone in the inning now.
人類を一つにするんやとか言ってましたけど。
Now the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. This one's down to third. He's got it.
取られた。
On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Standing in now, Trent Grisham. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored.
まあ多分ほとんどがクローン人間ちゃうかと思ってるんですけどね。おそらく。
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They lead this one though, 5-1.
まあ、イブシリーズは結
Welcome back
構
as Milwaukee prepares
ク
for
ロ
their
ーンが
third
絡ん
turn
でき
batting
ます
in
から
this
ね。
one. And fans of the Brewers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
For the Brewers, the shortstop, Luis.
First offering.
Urias.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way. You have to be diving and
相
leaning
当
out
くせ
over
者
that
です
thing.
わ。犯人臭いけど、犯人はあなたでしょ
Into
と
the
か言って。
windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to
証
first.
拠がないでしょ
Urias is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the
まあ
dirt.
警
You still
察
get the
言う
hitter
て
to
も
swing at it. That
証
tells
拠が
me
な
that
い
there's
か
a
ら
lot of
無理ですよ
deception
とか言っ
in
て。
that pitch right now.
Stepping in now, Eric Lauer. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
High and deep down the left field line. And that is off the
Nah,
wall, but in foul
飛ばんでよかっ
territory.
た。
Foul ball.
飛んで
One
まいり
out,
ました。
nobody on. And this is swung on
Yes,
and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's
Now
already
batting,
5
second
strikeouts
baseman,
for him here in the contest. And you see there, he's currently in 2nd place on the Friars in that category. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Ripped on the ground to
Yes.
first. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down here 5-1. All set for the start of the 4th, and standing in the outfielder, Jorge Ona.
Right fielder,
Now the first pitch.
Ona.
Hot shot on the ground
Yes,
is
sir.
short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
ねえ、あれがセーフじゃ
On
ない
to
の。
first, but not in time.
あ
as
れ
he's
で
in
も
there
セ
ahead
カン
of
ド
the
投げ
throw.
るってす
That
ごいな
was。kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on
あれ
it,
が
but
間
they
に合うっ
did
て
get
い
the
うの
out.
は。
In now, Ivan Castillo, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They're up 5-1. Leading off the inning, it'll be Tim Lopes, and they could use a spark from him here.
The third baseman, Tim Lopes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. This is on the ground over the first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, Dero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box now, Daniel Vogelback. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they get the force over there for the first out.
一瞬やばいよ。よう間に合いました。
that time fielding the bunt as he rolls the dice on the lead runner, and they get him over at third. Couple of runners on base with 1 down, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia.
っていうか4番がバントしたんですか今。すごいな。4番ですや今の。
Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0.
珍しいですね。4番がバント。
He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
スタミナがやばいな。
The 3-1. Into the air down the right field line.
間に合わん。
And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
Just a great at-bat there. That 1-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third and are 1 solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
At the plate now, Tyrone Taylor. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Now at the plate is Manny Pena. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. And now the first pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And not in time as the run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher's standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Grisham. He can't get there as it falls in. Pena rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score, and the Brewers have drawn even. It's now 5-5.
The pitcher, number 52, Eric Lauer.
To the plate now, Eric Lauer, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one will get this one.
It is absolutely amazing how this game has just changed on a dime right here. Credit the offense putting a big inning together to get themselves right back in this ball game.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Emilio Pagan answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Colton Wong now, as he'll take a look at ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We played 4 full. The Brewers lead this one 6-5. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And now it'll be the catcher, Luis Campusano. Now here's the first offering. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
No one on with one down, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
The 1-1 home. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
Up next to the Padres.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Will Myers. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hard hit ball towards the hole, reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Back here in Milwaukee as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, Tim Lopes. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Pagan is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking them up.
First pitch on its way. Lorenzo Cain comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 20.
Next to stand in is Daniel Vogelback. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 3. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Brent Suter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. Pitch on the way, and that swung on and missed for strike 1. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Ball 1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
On the ground to the left side. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, the first baseman.
Next to hit, Eric Hosmer. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cain is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 2, Trent Grisham.
Ready now is Trent Grisham. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Not much you could do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another try at 2-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lopes trying to get there. And that misses for ball 4, and the Friars are going to have themselves a 2-out base runner. Now to bat, Jorge Ona. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch on the way.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Grisham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to the bag and the runner back. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your...
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. This one remains close. It's 6-5. So here's Avisail Garcia. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Stepping in next, Tyrone Taylor. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Pops this one up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Sliced hard, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. 0-2, here it is.
I got the count 1-2. Ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Tyrone Taylor is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
Pena.
Now here's the first offering. Manny Pena is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Popped him up. And Hosmer will just look this one in, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Josh Hader will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Omar Narvaez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Manny Machado will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Manny Machado.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Machado now on 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2. I got 2-1 to count.
Pops this one up. Vogelback is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ivan Castillo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Nope. 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Digging in here for a pivotal at-bat, Luis Campusano. And a big at-bat here as he'd be the go-ahead run. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two-0 count, the pitch. 2-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Eric Yardley takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Quick check on that tying run at first, and the runner back safely. Castillo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missing here, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Runner goes for second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres leave one. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Austin Adams will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th. Digging in now for the Brewers, Luis Urias. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Shortstop, Luis.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
High in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Narvaez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. A runner at second, nobody out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Up next for Milwaukee.
1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And not in time as the run scores. And now Tim Lopes, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. From the stretch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Lorenzo Cain will be next. Stopped by the post office to get stamps on the way to mailing in that swing. It's 3-2 now.
Hey, man, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Tim Lopes becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box, Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Daniel Vogelback would be next. And a full count to Kane, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's now an 8-5 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Joe Musgrove takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Stepping in now, Daniel Vogelback, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And he fouls this one off. Now another 2-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Padres 5. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers, he bounced out last time up.
The third baseman, number 4, Will Myers.
First delivery to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Now the 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And a curveball drops in on 2-1, 2-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
At the plate now is Tommy Pham. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Jose Azocar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Yardley, 30 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Called strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Getting open.